and then later on she passed away. But they constantly remind me that they're like, Kevin, you gave us seven more extra days with our mom. So that stuck with me. And there's a lot of other things that I've done that I've not to harp on me that I've gotten no credit for. And I didn't do it for the credit. You go and you do what you do to save, be there to be a help to people. It's not to get a plaque on the wall, because if that's what you join for, then you join it for the wrong reasons.
Baby, that's real. Damn, that was a hell of a story. Yeah, damn. I'm like, this your first podcast? Sure?
Yeah, but I'm just saying though, like
that was a hell of a story.
It's a testament to his character.
Absolutely.
So now I'm starting to see why you're starting to choose things that seem like they have nothing in common, but they have a lot in common, right? The firefighter, you're giving of yourself. You wanna serve the people. You go into the political aspect and things of that nature. Again, you're giving of yourself and you're like, this is what I want to do. So now I'm starting to see the pattern. There is a pattern in all the jobs that you're picking. You're picking things where you can be of service to your people and your community. Again, learn behavior, ladies and gentlemen. We talk about it on the show all the time, right? This is why this show exists. This is why we have guests phenomenal like this, so that you can keep hearing the stories and understand this is what success looks like from people that grew up in places like us. If we keep hearing it more, we'll act differently. We act differently, we get different results, right? We got to change. You know what I'm saying? You're on mute, cuz.
I said that's a fact, though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Shit, I'm like, where do we go now? I'm like, that is a lot of spots I want to, you know what I mean?
We can go into, why you decided to pivot, and now make your primary thing, a man of the people and going into the political side and things of that nature, if you want to go there.
Now, with me, I've always, even with being, I would say, the president of New Hempstead Democratic Club for the time that I have, even during the time of COVID, I was out there for everybody. It wasn't about being Republican or Democratic, because my thing was everybody needed help. I had a lot of people on the Dem side that were mad at me because they were like, "Why are you using our resources to help them?" And I was like, "Well, them are people. Those people, they bleed like we all bleed the same. Everybody needs help at this point. So at this point, I was like, I could care less what you think. I'm going to take these resources, and they're going to help everybody, whether you like it or you don't." And I did. I went out and I took, like Senator Kevin Thomas at the time, who was a sitting senator before he even got elected. And when he got elected at that time, I had him going out with me with masks, hand sanitizer, food, you name it, whatever it was that people needed, from apartment building, from a senior buildings to everywhere else, just giving people what they needed to facilitate their needs at that time. And if they couldn't get a meal, we facilitated having something dropped off at somebody's door and rang the doorbell for them to come and get it so that they could have something to eat. So it was about doing for the people. It wasn't about Democrat or Republican, where people have to get away from that. We are all people. It's just like what everybody's going through right now, what they're going to be going through once they lose the SNAP benefits come November 1st. So I'm like, what are you doing? You have to go out here and be that elected official for everybody. I'm a proud Democrat, don't get me wrong. But my thing is to go out here and be of service to everybody, whether it be the people that voted for you, the people that did not. Be of service to everybody. That's your job. And if you can't do that, then you're in the seat for the wrong reason.
But how do you navigate that, right? When there's people who think like that, and then people thinking like you who think the right way, and you still have to navigate it because once again, it's politics. How do you know what I'm saying? Some people might be bigger ranked that might think that way, seeing you that it might have had a negative effect, right? I don't know. You know what I mean?
Now, I've come across some people, I would say, like the chairman of the Democratic Party. He could be a nice guy, but he would come to me regarding some things, and if I didn't feel like doing it, I just told him the answer is no. And and they knew that with me. I was a straight shooter. If they asked me to go out here and walk with a certain person, and I knew that their character wasn't of that, or they even gave a doggone about the community, You wouldn't see me walking up and down the street, knocking on the door, co-signing for anybody that I knew wasn't going to do or be a detriment to the community or work in the capacity that they say they're going to do. So in knowing that, I would tell them straight up, that's nice, but the answer is no. And they knew that, there was no change in my mind. I'm not beholden to you. I'm not looking to you for a job. You're not paying anything or any bills or anything for me. And I'm gonna move the way I want to move, which is gonna be to the benefit of the people. And that's it.
I mean,
That's
oof,
right.
it's the truth. Just a lot of times it's just the unspoken truth, right? We are people at the end of the day. We have a lot more in common than we don't, right? And I don't want to get on the political bandwagon, or political, excuse me, let's say my political soapbox rather, but at the end of the day, hold on, let's see what Hayes said.
He went political, so we gotta. Andrew
Yeah, hold
Cuomo
on.
just said there's a divide in the Democratic Party between moderate and far left Democrats. Believe that to be true?
Again, yeah,
Well, let him in. Let's see. How do you feel about that?
I mean, there's nothing that you can do. You just gotta be. You have to be your own person. You could be your own person in your own lane.
That's it.
As far as you have to deal with people on the right and the left. You got to deal with Republicans on the across the aisle. You got to be able to work with these guys, or you have to be able these young ladies, whomever they may be. So you may come to terms where you may have to say, you know what, I'll do this for you. You make sure you do that. This is how that works. But if you're not going to be willing to reach across the aisle to get those things done, then you're doing another disservice to your constituents.
That's real too.
Long story short, it's all a ploy. The more we argue, it doesn't matter. We're arguing almost everything right now. Republican, Democrat, right? White, black, gay, straight. You understand what I'm saying? Trans. We're arguing everything. All that's doing is putting a bigger and bigger space in the divide of us as people. We're not united at all. I think that is the biggest play of politics right there, to keep us so divided that we are not really paying attention to what is really happening in this world.